Hello and welcome to the third season of Odds and Ends. In this episode we'll cover bonsai history. Let's get started. Bonsai, despite the common misnomer, originated in China, somewhere between the Yin and Zhou dynasties, around 3,000 years ago. During this time, the Chinese began to cultivate ornamental plants and pattern gardens after natural scenery. The prototypical form of bonsai was found to be depicted in flower pictures within murals in the Han Dynasty, dating between 25 and 220 CE. The formative stages of bonsai took place during the Wei and Jin dynasties, somewhere between 220 CE and 420 CE. This corresponded with the appearance of Taoism, Buddhism, and Confucianism. This created a display of the bonsai in rock formations, and was made manifest in the form of penjing or pod landscape. Bonsai then matured into its modern form in the early Tang dynasty, somewhere between 618 and 907 CE. This is corroborated by the appearance of different murals depicting different forms of bonsai. Most of the styles that had emerged in terms of bonsai types were developed during this time period. More styles were developed during the Northern Song dynasty between 960 CE and 1279 CE. There is an increase in different styles of painting and new styles of bonsai that correspond with this. The Chinese pinjing or bonsai style continued to flourish in the Ming and Qing dynasties, which lasted between 1368 to 1911 CE. Penjing was specifically a gardening style that required a lot of bonsai or dwarfed plants, trimmed into specific shapes, covering not just trees, but flowers and other species as well. It was sometime between 1127 and 1279 CE that this methodology moved into Japan, where it became known as bonsai. It is within Japan where the shift went from an outdoor garden setting into a pot plant format. It is in this form that bonsai reached the rest of the world, such as Europe, America, and Australia, in the beginning of the 20th century, with each country and nation taking on their own styles, such as English and American. There are various schools within China regarding bonsai technique. There is the Yangzhou Pinjing technique, which is representative of pine trees and other conifers, commonly using pine, cypress, and on rare occasions, Chinese elm. There's also instances where boxwood is used. The plants are carefully wired around with palm fibers and pruned in the shape of layers of clouds. These are made to represent the mountain and the water, an aesthetic based in Confucianism. Shishou Penjing is a offshoot of this previous methodology. It relies on Chinese elm, hedge sagrata, and trident maple. The training methods usually involve the use of rough wiring and meticulous pruning to shape branches into clouds. Sichuan Penjing utilize trees such as Buddhist pine, ginkgo, spiny persimmon, snow in summer, and flowering quince to create their own form of bonsai. Palm fibers are often used to shape the trees. The end goal is to trim the branches and leaves into plates and make the trunks especially sinuous. For Lingnan Penjing, hedge, Sagargitia, Chinese elm, orange jasmine, and Philippine tea are often used. The method of this pruning technique involves keeping the branches alive and not cutting very many of them, but cutting the trunks so that the trees look old and hardy. Shanghai Penjing once again involves tying with wires and pruning. It is used to make even smaller trees than most other bonsais. In the Hanzu tree Penjing system, plums, common juniper, and Formosa pine are often used. Rough wiring and rough pruning are typical techniques. The end goal is to make a very rustic looking tree, one that looks like it's been weathered by time. In Zhejiang tree Penjing, pine and cypress are often used. The goal is to trim the plants in such a way that it looks full, even though it's been bonsaied. In the Naotung tree Penjing school, a plant commonly used is a shrubby yew podocarpus. The trunk is wired with palm fibers into an S shape, and the branches are pruned into clear-cut pieces. As you can see, each region developed their own methods and plants to make their own bonsai methods. And that about covers everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you really enjoyed it and think you can donate, you can do so at Buy Me a Coffee, link in the description below. Thank you for watching.